Now, with Pinnacle, we are solving the primary care family medical shortage problem that we have in the United States. What it shows is that there's a need for true healthcare reform and that business owners are hungry for something different.
Hey everybody, I am Randy Lynn Johnson here at Pasley Commercial Interiors on our podcast designed to help your business grow. With me, I have our founder and design principal, Robin Pasley.
Hello.
And this week we're super excited. We have Travis Bockenstedt, the president and chief experience officer at Pinnacle Advanced Primary Care. And we're excited today just to unpack a little bit more the idea of direct primary care and how that can really help small businesses and individuals. So let's get to it. Welcome to Design to Help Your Business Grow with Pasley Commercial Interiors.
And I've been with Pinnacle for 3 years now.
Okay.
And it has been a wild, fun ride. You guys have been part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it is, it's been a real journey. And what it shows is that there's a need for true healthcare reform and that business owners are hungry for something different. Mm-hmm. And we need to get away from the status quo.
Yeah.
We've got to stop feeding the beast. So, that's been the remarkable part of the journey.
I love everything you said. So you are some of our favorite people because you are clients. Robin.
Yes.
Do you want to just mention?
For sure. Yes.
Audience?
So we got to work with you guys on your very first location down on the south side of town on Cheyenne Mountain Boulevard. And that was in 21, I think, right? Gosh. And I remember them saying, we're hoping to expand to a second location in 5 years. And a year and a half later, I get a phone call saying we're ready to expand because just what you said, business owners were so hungry for an option that you just couldn't contain it, which is so exciting. So now we're working on what is your third. That's exciting. We're excited to work with you guys again on this project. And I think one of my favorite parts is that I feel like I'm a part of your team, not only because we get to work with you guys on new projects, but because I so believe in the DPC model, that, it's what we use for our company for healthcare. And every time I'm sitting with a new business owner, it's one of the questions I ask them because we like to bring more value than just design. We love to connect people to great people.
Right.
And so it's part of what we do when we're meeting business owners is what are you doing for healthcare for your team?
Yep.
Because we think it's so fantastic.
So tell us about DPC.
Yeah, I think so. For the audience listening, as we get into this conversation, I want you to unbox your mind from insurance and healthcare. Somehow we've mixed the two together, but your health insurance company is not delivering the healthcare. They've just created a really warped payment model that actually takes the cost of care, marks it up thousands of percent, and then gives you a fake discount, basically, with your insurance card. Now, with Pinnacle, we are solving the primary care family medical shortage problem that we have in the United States. I don't know how many of us would love to see 30 patients a day, spend 7 minutes with them, and then be buried in your medical chart because if it is not documented in insurance-based practices, you will not get paid. So, if you're talking about your elbow, there's a code for that. There's 69,000 codes to get paid.
Word.
Yeah, it's crazy. So family physicians, we are finding, are having moral injury. They want to take great care of their patients, but they simply don't have time. We're going to face a shortage of 50,000 primary care physicians in the next decade if we don't do something.
Wow.
So what the direct primary care model does, first and foremost, it changes that payer relationship. So just like it says, you're going to direct to your doctor. So those dollars that you guys invest in our practice, they go straight to us. And we can deliver really affordable, subsidized care for that. The DPC movement has been pretty strong over the last decade. And for listeners, I would say, think about this like the Netflix of healthcare, your YouTube TV subscription. We are part of that subscription economy. And with that, it's unlimited access to our clinic. No co-pays, deductibles, or office visit fees. So really what we're doing is we're putting the family doctor back at the center of your business, and we can do some really cool things when we do that.
So this is a podcast primarily for small business owners.
Yeah.
So we want to help them, like if you need design, we're your people. But we also want to help them with other facets. So what sort of problems do you solve for small business owners?
I would say the number one problem that we solve is that employee that came to work and they are suffering through something. But they are so afraid of their copay, their deductible, the surprise medical bill, and most likely they don't even have a primary care physician. So they're going to end up in the ER and urgent care for their everyday health and wellness needs. For a business owner, really the value proposition is going to bed at night knowing that you've provided an actual real benefit that your team can use. So one thing working with all of you that I think is amazing, and Robin just came up to me right before this podcast interview and holds me a little sample of a countertop. And most people that I've known would say, let's destroy everything. Let's not even think about saving or being conservative or reusing. And you can't even tell what you guys have reused and re-put together, which is huge because cash flow is king for us and for any small business. That being said, Robin and team have held us accountable that if we wanted to bring other stuff into the clinic, it's like, wait, guys, we need to have a conversation about this a little bit. We want to make sure it's on brand. But just to know that you guys have our best interest in mind, and then you're not just here to drain our bank accounts, but really offer true value. And I love our clinical spaces. Our people mention how much they love them. And to have a consistent brand from clinic to clinic to clinic is really key. And I have found just being in a sterile environment in our timeshare, the company culture doesn't feel the same. You feel like you're kind of on an island. But then I'm really excited for Dr. Miranda and her team to feel like they're at home at our company finally. And it's you guys that are making that happen. So for all you business people listening to the end of this podcast, the best part of it is that you can trust these guys to do the right thing for your business, and they will work with you and be uber creative on moving things around and making things work. So thank you.
Thank you so
doing
much.
that.
Yeah, we love working with you guys.
I think sometimes when people look at construction or branding, figuring that out, they think it's a huge undertaking. But you mentioned, with Pinnacle, like you can do it in phases. What does that look like? Like how's that attainable?
Yeah. Well, I think the first part is you always have to have a master plan. What are we going to do? What are we going to accomplish? And we like to start there. What are your big dreams? Let's put them out on paper. Okay, that's going to be this number and that's too big. How can we either scale back completely or just break it into phases that we can accomplish over time for the project to grow with your company. So your company's growing, the cash flow's coming in. Now we can afford to do this piece. And I think I was mentioning a while ago, just countertop change outs. I mean, we can get the clinic open and running because all of the countertops are totally functional. It just may not be on brand yet. So we're going to go ahead and put that into phase 2 so that we can get everything running, get the cash flow coming in. When things are really at a good spot, we can come in and over a weekend just change out those countertops. We could do the same thing with branding. We could add more things. Let's just get your main backdrop set first. But we want to do a few more things, but we can't really put them in the budget yet. Let's do those in phase 2 as well.
That's just good sense. Well, Travis, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. You are out there changing the world, literally. If not the world, the healthcare system at least. And that is a huge step in the right direction. So we just really appreciate you being on. And if you don't have healthcare and you're looking for something, where can they find you?
Go to pinnacleapc.com.
Okay.
Just Google Pinnacle Advanced Primary Care.
Awesome.
And we'll definitely pop up here in the Colorado Springs area. And we serve clients from South Denver to Pueblo. So
amazing.
We got room. Come and join us.
All right. We'll do it. Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.
In an increasingly competitive market, the merits of using interior design as a strategic growth tool can make all the difference in not just surviving, but thriving.
Hasley Commercial Interiors, designed to help your business grow.